Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with a collective update. Now, this is very important. This is for the energy of the Gemini solar eclipse energy. This is very huge for the collective, whether you are in a twin flame connection, soulmate, twin ray, life partner, however it resonates. And I want you guys to share this information as much as you can. I am going to chat a little bit just because I have been in and out. You guys know I was down. My nerves were damaged really bad last Tuesday. Woke up, couldn't move, and I'm trying to get as much information out to you guys as I can. Now, with this energy, I need all of you to meditate, to make sure that you are meditating, that you are getting water, that you are walking in nature, that you are taking care of your needs first. It's very important. So with this type of energy, don't make it all about your divine counterpart, whether it be a soulmate, twin flame, twin ray, life partner, like I said, however it resonates. Now, before I dive into the reading, I am going to talk to you guys about three things. Been getting a lot of great feedback about the spiritual baths. There's the Garden of Eden spiritual bath that's on the site, on my Etsy shop, and there is the Oshun spiritual bath that's there as well. Now, in the item details is specific instructions on how to use your spiritual cleanse, okay? That's what these baths are created for. Been getting a lot of positive feedback, okay? I have more Jezebel oil stocked for you guys as well. As you can see, there isn't even a label on there. And I also have new St. Peter's oil ready too. And that's for anybody that's trying to manifest something really quickly into their immediate surroundings. You know, St. Peter is the gatekeeper, also associated with Eligua, excuse me. And this is a beautiful anointing oil where you can anoint the candles and write your prayer, your intentions down, and put it under the candle as it burns all the way down. Say your prayer to Saint Peter and you're good to go, okay? And so with that being said, if you guys are ordering, go ahead and order what you need. I know there's a lot of products in your cart on the Etsy shop. And for the Brielle I Adore body butter, I have more to ship out. So if I see it's in all of your carts, go ahead and order it. Very amazing, beautiful body butter oil, and it helps with eczema. And I will be posting pictures of the before and after so you guys can get an idea of the magic that it has within that little purple container. All right, so that's all I have for you guys. If you need any services, check out my website, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. Check out my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo. And if you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, no biggie. Subscribing, following, sharing this information, or follow me on Instagram is the same form as an energy exchange donation, okay? Now, let me try to get through this reading. So, I'm using the After Tarot for the collective. And so I asked Spirit, what do we need to work on? Show us what is happening within the collective with this Gemini energy, being the fact that the Gemini represents the twins, okay? And so it's amazing how all of the cards have come out. And I want you guys to comment in the comment sections if this is resonating with you. So the first card out is the Four of Wands. We know Aries, Leo, Sag energy, but this also talks about 1111, the awakening. Also, you know, twin flame union, marriage, you know, partnership. This is the card that had came out, and I just smiled and was like, come on, like, don't do this to me today, right? And so at the end of the day, if you are having difficulty with your divine counterpart or your mate in the 3D, know that that is something that's not the same in the 5D. The 5D is totally different from 3D. You see your divine counterparts showing up in your visions and seeing how much they care, seeing how much they are supportive. And sometimes you see the fear of them losing you. And you can comment below. I've seen it in my visions as well. But with this, you have to think of it as you're already one. You're one soul, right? Within, without. And so for this Gemini twin energy, this is what the focus is: coming together for our life purpose mission, union, power couples, diving into our divine life purpose, right? And so that's the energy kicking off. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, and this talks about making an offer. Yes, it's not a king, it's not a Queen of Pentacles, but it's the Knight. And this talks about someone trying to make an effort, right? And so we had that energy in the collective where one was reciprocating more than the other. There wasn't equal reciprocation. And the feminine energy was always giving, and the masculine energy was always taking. Well, now, we have the energy here of where we're starting to realize how important it is to be confident, to be sure, and also to be able to give equally, right? And when I said that, the timer said 555, change, okay? We have the Hermit energy, right? So going into solitude, being supported by, spirit, source, divine, God, being led on your journey. Wolf totem animal, you're being guided by the light. Snake totem animal, you guys look that up and tell me how that resonates with your current situation right now. Nine talks about endings. And so if your person wasn't awakened as of yet, that's changing. If they were in that dark night of the soul, that's changing, right? The overall energy, we have the Five of Pentacles, and this talks about third party energy. But what do you see? That arrow pointing down under those pentacles, right? They know where their abundance is. They know you together bring so much abundance, right? And so with a lot of these connections, that third party energy is being released, being walked right out in cold, right? Because he's ashamed of, he or she, energies are interchangeable, but ashamed of those actions. Look how the, masculine in this card can't even look up, but the divine feminine can, right? Divine masculine knows divine feminine has always been, 100, loyal, supportive. Under that, we have the Six of Cups, past life energy, reconciliation, right? Under that, we have the Two of Wands, power couple, looking into the globe to, with each other. Two, choices. Two, partnership, duality. This is beautiful. And again, the Fool's journey, taking a leap out on faith. Now, the energies that wanted to show itself. Sorry, guys, my arm is killing me, but I'm going to get through this, okay? I'm going to make sure you get the message. Two of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Again, two talks about choices. And again, there's that energy. Crescent moon energy, fighting over their divine feminine, right? Because they know she's pure. They know she's divine. Ace of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Vision, logic, being able to see. You're being offered a gift, right? Queen of Wands, sits pretty, observes, very spiritual, many gifts, but very abundant. Leo, Aries, Sag energy. You guys tell me how this is resonating for you. We have the Seven of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Don't worry. We are in a different energy right now. So whoever's being malicious, whoever's trying to pull one over your eyes, who's ever trying to get over on you or not treat your heart right, look at the light in the background. Look at the rope, ready to hang him upside down, right? He's not even paying attention because Spirit has your back regardless. So continue to move on the vibration of love and light and keep your integrity high. Keep your vibes high. And know that anybody that tries to do anything that's not of integrity, you don't have to move a finger because God's going to spin the block, pretty much, right? We have the Sun card, right? Representing Spirit, Source, Divine, God. Seeing both of you, seeing each other authentically, truly, genuinely naked as you are one. What do you see numerically? 21 at the top. So 2021 is going to bring a lot of changes for the collective. Then we have 1010, judgment, right? We have Saturn in retrograde. Every time October comes around, whether 9th, 10th, 11th, it goes direct. And if you have been living in integrity, if you have been doing the right thing, if you have been on your mission and purpose and focus, you will see so many blessings and abundance opening up for you. Mark my words. I've seen it myself. So this is what we need to focus on. All right. Now we're going to dive into the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle spread. You guys let me know how this is resonating for you. Sorry. For the Divine Masculine, we have compromise. This is the first card out. Compromise. This is what they're thinking. How can I make this work? How can we figure this thing out? Right? We have return. So whatever your divine counterpart's doing, you stay high, focus on the light, focus on your mission. And when you, in 11:11, when I said that, and when you step into that, they come following right behind, right? You ever notice when you fall back and you start to get comfortable with your divine counterpart, that's when that runner chaser energy kicks back in, right? Vibration. The divine masculines are getting light codes, downloads, just as we are. And they're vibrating at a different frequency. They're understanding that they're going through something, but some of them can't put a finger on it or a name on it or even understand, right? And again, we have guide, just like the Hermit. So they're on this journey, and I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my ear is ringing. They're on this journey. They're lighting, their path is being lightened for them or lit up for them, right? A lot of them are getting signs, synchronicities, the music. For Divine Feminine, we have pause. And so that's what some of the Divine Feminines in the collective are doing. I'm not responding. I'm not putting my energy into anything that's going to lower my vibration. Either you feel, what I'm stepping in, or you can keep it pushing. And not in a low vibrational way, but it's that Divine Feminines, whether he or she, they know what their soul purpose is right now, or coming into that knowing. And there's a lot of work that has to be done. And Divine Feminine knows when Divine Feminine is working on that life path, purpose, mission, everything is a green light. It's go time. And Divine Feminine can continue to drag the Divine Masculine along, or beg the Divine Masculine to just come on, just believe, just have faith. Divine Masculine has to see that for him or herself. We have pride and ego, right? So some of the Divine Feminines are like, okay, I know this is a little bit low vibrational, but how you come to me is how I'm giving the energy back. So if you can't communicate, I won't communicate. If you can't call, check on my well-being, I won't do that either. So some of the Divine Feminines are in their pride and ego. This rarely comes out for the Divine Feminine, free will. Because universe, source, spirit, God, right? They're even noticing that some of the Divine Feminines have been put through the ringer. And some of them are at the point where they're just like at, one more separation, one more ghosting mood or efforts from the Divine Masculine, and it's like they're going to have a mental breakdown, right? And they're not understanding, how are you blind? How can you not see anything that dealt with you? I kept, it was the best interest of your heart. But what was, where was the energy at from my heart, right? And so that's how the Divine Feminine, some are thinking. And they're like, free will. They're like, you know what, Spirit, God, Source, Divine, you got another backup? Because I've had it. And Divine, Source, God, Spirit, is consistently saying, trust me, be patient. Trust me, be patient. For Divine Feminine, we have summer. So summer kicks in around 21st, 22nd, right? That's next week. There's going to be clarity. There's going to be information coming through. There's going to be some information that you come across that make you understand what is happening with your connection and why your divine counterpart, why it was so, difficult or rough for them to finally figure it out or understand. Because for one, the divine masculine knows there's something significantly special about you, about this connection, and just cannot understand that out of everyone they've been with in their life, why is it so hard to walk away from you, right? How many times, Divine Feminine, have you heard, this is the last time we're communicating, I'm not talking to you anymore, I don't want you in my life, and vice versa. And you're brought right back to each other, right? And, divine source spirit, so funny, say, you want to see God laugh? Tell him what you got planned. So with that, divine connection, you are connected. And when things get rough, when things seems like it's the end all be all, and you're just really ready to just try to cut the cord, you're magically brought back to each other, right? And so focus on the love and light. Focus on your mission, especially during this Gemini season, because it's very important for the collective, right? And so with the twin flame energy, the overall energy is numbing. And so for divine masculine and divine feminine, so they don't think about what's been happening, tarot moments, things that's been, happening between the collective and just spiritually in general, just numbing it all out. I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to act like it even exists. Just numb. I'm numb to it, right? And the cards that wanted to show themselves, but under that, there's devotion. Under that, reinvention. Beautiful, right? We have mute. This is one of the cards that wanted to show itself. Mute, but you're still getting those downloads and light codes. Understanding. During your separation or while you're taking your time away from each other, you're getting more understanding of what your purpose is, what you're supposed to do with each other, and what you're supposed to be doing in regards to bettering yourself. We have karmic partner energy. So for a few of you in the collective, you're dealing with that, karmic partner energy. But for some, that has been released by the full moon. You let me know in the comment sections how that resonates with you. But the full moon is very important because, again, things are being brought to the light. And for the divine counterparts, they've probably figured out now, wow, like, this is a karmic, this is my twin flame, or my soulmate, or my life partner, right? Purge wanted to show itself as well. Releasing, purging, no longer holding on to things that no longer serve or grow you. And then we have offer here. Beautiful, right? And so for some of the divine counterparts, divine masculines, they'll tell you like, let's end this chapter, end this between us, but consistently call you a friend, but say things like this chapter's ending or closed. And you have to think, what are you so afraid of that you're so afraid to call me your girl or your woman or even your twin flame, that you're so scared that the one you love or the one you have this special connection with, you call friend, right? Because of your fears. And that will make a divine feminine sit there and smile and be like, okay, if we're just friends, what are you talking about? Chapters closed and this, that, and the third. But of course, you're not going to say that to your divine counterpart, because then they'll make sure not to say it that way again, right? So right now, be in observe mode. Focus on your healing, focus on your journey, and know that with this Gemini energy, there's going to be so much changing and shifting for the collective. Now, for all of you who've been ordering the red light special, I have been cracking up from your emails from your reviews. And I'm only speaking on this because a lot of the divine feminines have been using the red light special when their divine counterpart steps out of line. And the stories that I get are just beautiful. They're funny, but they're beautiful. And it's like the red light special or the 20 flame oil opens up that communication between the divine feminine and divine masculine. And with that special moment, the divine masculine is able to be open and be his or her self, right? And be intimate and not be so tense and just, running away after, that special connection, right? So when you use those items, it's just like magnetic. Like you put it on your pulse points and you can sit down in front of your divine counterpart and your divine counterpart will be right there, like a little net. And I smile because it's like, because of you guys, you have, like, for those of you who've been watching me for a long time, since I started the channel in 2018, you saw my growth from where I started from my bedroom, right? Doing readings off my bed till 3 years literally later now, a whole different change. And when you follow your life path and purpose mission, when you're doing what you're called to do, the doors just completely open and it's a runway all the way through. God's like, go, 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 right? And so with my spiritual gifts, like you guys have saw the comments, the reviews and stuff like that, I'm honored. I'm happy. This is the happiest I've been in a long time. And, me and my divine counterpart aren't even in union yet, but I'm still happy. And it doesn't bother me that we still have work to do or things are happening within our connection. But for me to be able to share my gifts, for my grandmothers to be able to, when I'm working my gifts, talk to me, okay, 3 of that, 6 of that, 5 of that, 4 of that, no, that herb, this herb, that herb. And to, you've seen me do mediumship readings and do it live, and you've seen me work my gifts live, and this is just a beautiful journey once you understand the purpose, okay? Now, we're going to dive into the romance angels, okay? So, the first card out is let go of control issues, okay? 22 on the timer, and it says, allow this situation to unfold naturally, okay? We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Honeymoon. So when we let go of control issues and flow and co-create with the universe and spirit and be in our true power, we start to get in, more alignment with where we're being led. Now this is, no, I have one more card for you. The healing family issues. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I've done that already. That was like my first year going into my second as I was going through my awakening journey. Right? Those inner child wounds coming up, and right after you meet your divine counterpart and all this stuff is just fleeing from you like crazy. And once you do that, you're going to see how much weight is lifted off your shoulders. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And again, for some of you, this could be your person coming back brand new once they've, went through their awakening, their change. And we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And that's all Spirit, Source, Divine, God has been talking to us about. Faith, trust, patience, and the divine feminine is ready to push her whole head through a wall, or his head through a wall. Like, how much more patience? Like, you want me to have? Like, you know what I mean? So, I get it. I'm with you. So, the overall energy, getting to know each other, right? And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So you got to open up that heart chakra. And if you know how, you can send your divine counterpart love and light healing energy, right? And that helps you when you meditate and you work on your chakras, happens for your divine counterpart as well. Okay. Now the energy oracle cards. Look at this. 42, woman holding a coin. This is divine masculine's card. Divine masculine knows that you are a magnificent manifester, that anything you speak, anything that you put your mind to, it comes to fruition. And I told you guys the conversation myself and my divine counterpart had, where, you know, my divine counterpart walked past my bookshelf and saw a witch book and was like, you better not be doing that witch stuff on me. And I said, oh, if I did some witch stuff, we would be married already. And I'm telling you, that throat chakra was locked. So they know what you bring to the table. And some of them is starting to realize that you are not afraid to eat alone. Right? For divine feminine, we have strategy. Okay? And that's card 21. And with strategy, divine feminine is focusing on the purpose, mission, and also figuring out a different way to communicate with the divine counterpart. Okay, this ain't working. Let me see how I can get more out of my divine masculine in a positive way. How we can be able to communicate effectively. What is my divine counterpart's love language? What is my love language? What is my communication style? What is my divine counterpart's communication style? Divine feminine is getting real smart. Okay? Next card for divine feminine, number 5, attachment. Change. So if you've been in that energy where you're just like codependent, attaching, you need to change that. Right? You matter too. Overall energy, here it is. Patience, number 16. Break that down, that's a 7. Right? So let's ride with God on this. God, spirit, source, divine. Let's ride with God on this. Let's let divine, God, source, spirit handle it. Let's co-create with spirit. How about, you know, instead of trying to force and delegate on how this connection is supposed to be, how about we have faith and allow things to unfold the way they're meant to unfold? And it's hard. It's hard for me sometimes, right? But if we don't follow the advice, if we don't listen to the guidance, we're going to continue to create and keep going through the same cycles over and over and over and over again, right? Under that, we have action, and under that, we have caring connection, and under that, we have angel of love. So don't ever think for a second that your connection isn't protected, because you guys were signed up to be here at the same time. Look at your soul contract for this moment as light beings. Look at the magical gifts that you guys have. My soul sisters are flying right now, and I'm proud of every single one of them. On their mission, on their purpose, got their business, doing their thing. And I'm proud to say, out of the students from the spiritual development class, 4 of those students have started their spiritual businesses and making money, and have their websites, have their clients. Beautiful. Okay? Life Purpose Oracle for Divine Masculine, we have books. Okay? And it says, you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So some of them may be reading information about star seeds, light workers, you know, the new age of Aquarius, you know, spiritual gifts, just, you know how it was, divine feminine, when we started our awakening, up till 3 in the morning, just fiending for more and more and more and more and more information, right? Not going to bed till the sun was up, then wake up again, fiending for more information. What am I? This, that. And then when you brought yourself to center and you got led to the right people, you started to put your map together piece by piece of your soul map, of your soul journey, right? For divine feminine, for divine masculine, we have travel, okay? And it says your life purpose involves traveling, okay? For divine feminine, we have body work. This card has been coming out a lot. And it says your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. I know a lot of the divine feminines and some of my soul sisters have these gifts. The next one is speaker, okay? And it says your life purpose involves your skills of oration, okay? Overall energy, we got patience before, now we're getting trust, okay? So trust. And it says, trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. All right? Gotta let go, let God. Co-create with the universe. Now, we are going to dive into the Akashic Tarot. So, for the first card out for Divine Masculine, this is the advice from Spirit. 7 of Scrolls, Intricacies, and Industry. Okay, and I'm going to set this card right here. That way you can see it. Okay, and I'm going to read what that means for Divine Masculine. Okay, so 7 of Scrolls, this is intricacies and industry. So it says work on a Renaissance cathedral has just begun. At first this building seems modest, but in time its grandeur will reach several stories high and across the centuries. But now piles of stones and rock dot the scene. A mason bends, focusing intently on a plumb bob that hung next to a partially built wall. This instrument helps him determine if the wall is straight and true. At a very basic level, this card could indicate building or renovating a house or business. This card also shows that you are on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to even the tiniest of particulars. Sorry, the words are so small, guys. Be diligent with the specifics in your strategy and pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you may have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the most magnificent cathedral were built stone by stone, day by day. It is only by heaping up the small that the great can be achieved. That's for the Divine Masculine. For Divine Feminine, we have 4 of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench. 4 of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench. So let's dive into that. And I'm not even gonna play. I'm about to get this flashlight because I am not about to be blind. Okay. There we go. Sorry guys, it's too small. So it says, in a field meant to be planted, a man dirty from his efforts stands knee-deep inside a long trench. The seeds wait to be planted, yet he continues to dig deeper and deeper. There are other rows plowed and ready for planting, but they are ignored. This card reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, thoughts, and actions that you've brought forward from previous incarnations. You returned to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but you got pulled into the old thoughts and behaviors. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench that gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in your relationships and your jobs, certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, and responses. It's time to take charge of your karma by altering the inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause to make sabotaging choices. Every time you notice yourself making a no choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trench, you can change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making changes every day, you can dig yourself out. So basically talking about the karmic patterns, right? Breaking the cycles. When you guys are in these divine connections and you've had past lives with each other, I've seen multiple past lives with my divine counterpart. Not only that, but other spiritual mentors that I've got my Akashic records done or past life regression done by was able to vouch for what I'd seen without me telling them first. You understand? And so when you come to this life, you're trying to correct what you didn't finish last life. And if you look at your North Node and your South Node in your natal chart, it tells you specifically what you are changing, what you are working on this life. Very important, right? And so the next card for Divine Feminine is Beeth. Yep, birth. Beeth, birth. And that is card number 4. Okay. Card number 4. So that's like a major arcana. All right. So I'll read this, but you see how that other card made perfect sense. So it says, the sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient hinge in the distance and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved the old Celtic Ogam, letter Beeth, right, which represents the birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while 2 children run happily towards her. With this card, it's time for a new start. Perhaps an actual birth, or at least a metaphorical one. An old phase is passing away and a new one begins. But even this new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories in your past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears fruit. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. There may be new energy in a romance, the family, or the home. You could be giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. All right? Now, no matter what deck you use, your cards are your cards. And those that read tarot, that watch me on the channel, you know I am not telling a lie. All right, so the overall energy is scribe. That's number 12. Break that down, that's a 3. Okay? Now I want you to look at the card as I read the card. Okay? It says, the learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby are numbers of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy text. But in many, they were the most learned men of their time. People well versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more. This card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there is any subject that which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing. This period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change your life or even change the world opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers begin by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer or teacher yourself at this time. Elevating and contributing to others. If you are involved in any legal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This could also be a time when you might find yourself writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. So, what do we have to say about that? Your cards are your cards. So I want you guys to take as many notes as you can from this video. I want you to like, share, subscribe. I want you to check out the Etsy shop, whatever you need, products, herbs, crystals, it's there for you. And if you need any services, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. I can't wait to get back to get down and be better. As you can see, like this little buddy over here, it ain't happening. These two fingers right here, no feeling. Only the left, right? But I want to thank all of you and send me your love and light. I'm praying and trying to get back to 100%. And again, guys, make sure you did your new moon affirmations and intentions. And I mean, go hard, push through. I'm proud of every single one of you. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you soon. Love and light. Take care.